Atone everybody. So we're gonna talk today about health and health in the sense of let's just get right to it. Um, Coronavirus type health. Health when it comes to actual diseases that plague your body. We want to talk about the kind of health that also come in the form of diseases, the kind that plagues your mind. And so we we want to be strategic in our moves when we're talking about, or we want to be strategic in what we say when we're talking about health. Now, I am not a educator in the sense of um, medical terminology and the usage of health in the medical field. And I am not an educator, one to provide you information on health when it comes to sicknesses, illnesses, and diseases. So I'm not going to play expert here, but I will play experience and not expert. So, you have experience versus expertise. And sometimes expertise trumps, excuse me, sometimes experience trumps expertise. Because you could go and get the knowledge all you want in any field, but if you really don't implement the knowledge in somebody that actually does, let's just say, for instance, I'll use travel. You can teach being a travel agent. You can talk about wanting to go into business of tourism and hospitality and wanting to be a travel agent. But if you don't have any true experiences in traveling and all you did was read a bunch of studies and books and did a bunch of coursework and knowledge on it, then the one with I'm going to listen to the person with the experience versus the person with knowledge. I'm going I'm going to listen to the person with the experience versus the expert, the one who has all of the head knowledge on it. And when it comes to diseases and diseases, you're going to be dealing with experts and you're going to be dealing with experiences. Now, you have a lot of people out here right now traveling. I'm in the Korean airport and I just want to talk about it. I took my mask off only because I wanted to do this video, but I do want to say this. Everybody around here is walking around with a mask, even though the coronavirus isn't said to be here in the southeastern part of Asia. I know it's more in the China's, you know what I'm saying? But people are still taking those precautions. And me, I'm taking those precautions because I simply just can't tell these people apart. And I'm just being real about that. I just can't tell who's coming from China, who's going to China, who's, from Korea. I don't know really. I could tell the Filipinos apart because I've been there. I know what they look like. They're a little bit more darker. Not trying to get into a deep topic about that, but I do want to talk about taking precautionary steps. And I have to say something that's really, really, really hitting me strong right now. Um, this airport is pretty clean, and now we all know that viruses are not, exclusive to dirty places. We understand that viruses, can be found in the most clean places of them all. But there have not been said to be any cases here, at least for the most part in Korea. There have been, cases in China mostly. Um, but people are still wearing masks around here, and that's good. Everybody got their mask on. I came over here and stepped away from everybody only so I can talk to you away from people. But really, truth be told, I'm really the only one. I'm about the only one in the airport. I don't know why that is. My flight is almost as if I'm the only one going to the Philippines. Um, but my flight has got a delay on it. Not trying to dive deep into that topic. My flight has a delay. So it'll be later when I catch my flight. But it's really just, it's almost just me and maybe some other people, not a whole lot of people in the airport. So I can, I can kind of relax a little bit. But when it comes to diseases are of the mind. Diseases are of the mind. Diseases are tangible medical, viruses that need to be treated, that need to be quarantined, some cases, that need to be, highly talked about. And you need to take the precautionary steps. Now, my question and the reason why I'm doing this video here today is to say and ask the question, because we are mentally strong, just because we are mentally strong doesn't mean we don't take the precautionary steps to not, to prevent ourselves from, catching diseases. And I'm going to say, yes, you need to take every necessary step. My mentor was trying to get me to not come, and go to the Philippines because he was worried I would, be in contact with people with this virus, the coronavirus. And he was trying his hardest to not get me to go. He was really trying. And I was like, well, I'm going to go because it's in the southeast. It's not there. But I'm going to go because I don't believe in the mind that I'm susceptible to catching it. Now, does it take me off the list from catching it? Absolutely not. But I just don't believe that I am susceptible to catching it simply because of my awareness of myself. Simply because of the awareness of myself. Now, we're not going to play stupid and be like, don't take mask with you and don't wear mask. Where I'm going, I'm not going to wear a mask because it's not, it's not been talked about there. But I've seen people, and I'm going to say this, I was going to say this a little bit earlier, but I've been seeing everybody wear a mask except one group of people. Everywhere I went, in every airport. And that's white people. And I just got done watching a video of a white lady saying she has the coronavirus and she was in China and she doesn't feel like she has it, but she's quarantined off in the hospital. She got it. Now, I've been seeing people walk around this airport mostly all day, and I have not seen white people wearing masks. I even took a picture of everybody on the train wearing masks except this one white guy. It's hilarious to me. I was like, wow, everybody got a mask on except the white guy. I'm sitting across from white people and they don't got masks on. Everybody else in the airport do. Again, I don't have my mask off because right now it's kind of late here and I'm like the only one in the airport. And so I could kind of like take a breather. I can a little bit relax a little bit. But I'm really talking about this disease, viruses that come in the form of, these diseases that come in the form of viruses. Zika virus, Ebola virus, coronavirus. What are they, right? Now, let's go back to the expert and the experiencer, the one who has experience versus the expert. Should you listen to the expert? Absolutely. Because the expert has the background study, the background knowledge, and the chronology on how diseases move within the body. But for one, the experiencer, the one who experiences life, the one who is the most experienced in life, are going to know what they are susceptible to and what they are not susceptible to. Let's go back to looking at the study of the Pope. He went to go touch people and show solidarity with people with the Zika virus or the coronavirus, and here he is sick. Mother Teresa went to go live with people who was lepers, a very contagious disease. she she lived amongst these people and never caught anything from these people. I simply believe that that is a fact in the matter of one's mind, understanding that they were put here for a purpose. This is why we talk about now the diseases of the mind. And so I just believe, Mother Teresa believed that she was put here to heal, for the purpose of healing. I believe I was put here to heal. I'm a healer. I go around and I talk to people and I share the knowledge and the wisdom and the power of not just the subconscious and the mind, the subconscious mind, but in the power of the spirit and in the way that we word things and the way that we envision things and the way that we carry ourselves. And so the thing is, even a sickly, tangible disease knows how to stay away from someone or something who functions in the mental space of not being sick or realizing that they can't get sick because they were put here to heal. They are the healer. They were put here to heal. I am not a witch doctor. I am not one who says some, do some things over you and all of a sudden you're healed. I just heal the mind, the spirit, the soul, the heart and soul. I hear the mind, heart, and soul. And you're going to be going into a phase in your life where you're going to be witnessing and recognizing who is sick around you and who is healthy around you. You're going to be going through these phases and you're going to be getting sick without catching the disease. You're going to get sick from people and you don't even have to catch a disease. And there are people who got actual diseases with a healthier mindset. And if you have a healthy mindset, there are people that go around people with actual diseases and don't catch the disease because the two have a healthy mindset. The two have a healthy mindset. That's called experience. Now, let me tell you why I say the expert versus experience. Because I've been around sick people. I've touched sick people. I've touched sick people. And I've been around sick people. And I still go around sick people. And I don't catch no form of anything they got. Why? Because most sick people tend to develop a healthier mindset. Because the perspective in life has changed for them. And so the mindset changes now for them because their outlook has been altered. Their perspective in life has been altered. The perspective in life has been altered simply due to the disease. And so now they are not forced, but they are willingly ready to have a new outlook on life. They're ready to have that now. They're ready to have a new outlook on life simply because their perspectives have been altered, augmented. You understand? It's not the disease. Listen to this. It is the disease that's keeping them alive, not the disease that's killing them. Ooh. It is the disease that's keeping them alive versus it killing them. Because the disease has augmented their reality. The disease has augmented their life. And so their perspective has changed. And now, because of the disease, they have a new perspective, a new outlook on life. They stay alive longer because their outlook is more positive now. Their outlook is more positive now. And so because their lifestyle has been augmented to now be willingly and ready to have a positive mindset, it is now the disease that actually keeps them more alive than it does if they did not have the disease. And it is those without a disease that end up being the ones who die from, overstress and depression and just too much overwhelming things in their life. And they end up having heart attacks. They end up having heart disease. Okay? It is people without an actual physical, tangible virus or disease that die from heart failure because they don't have a healthy outlook on life, a healthy perspective. And so, am I susceptible? Do I say screw a mask? No, I don't say screw a mask because I understand taking precautions. You get what I'm saying? But where I'm going, am I gonna wear a mask? No. And I'm going to the Philippines. I'm not going to be wearing a mask because I believe I was put there in that specific place for a specific reason. And plus, again, like I said, there's been no cases there, and it's not got there, so I'm not worried about it. It's, for the most part, and I say for the most part because there are small cases in, there are 14 cases in America. Okay, so yeah, it may be some of everywhere, but for the most part, it's not there, and it's not in America. It's in China and those places like that. But more what I'm saying is this, that you have to look at, see yourself, and say, what were you put here to do? What is your purpose? My purpose, I was put here to heal. Mother Teresa was put here to heal. And so she went around those who were sickly and didn't catch a single disease. I'm going around people that are not, in this case, sick, but people who I'm just going to administer, my service as a healer to just a nation of people. You understand that are in poverty. Their sickness is the poverty sickness, the mindset that they are poor when they're really not poor. They actually have more than I've seen people that have a lot have. So I'm going around these people to give my service. And I believe that I was put here for that purpose. And so the good from that keeps me protected, keeps me healthy, keeps me with a positive outlook because I know I'm going to give and do good. You understand? My outlook is positive because I know I'm going to output good, give out good, service to the people good. So a person with an actual disease are more healthier than people with no disease because their outlook now has changed, has been augmented, their lifestyle has been augmented, their life has been augmented, and it has changed their perspective to have and be willing to have a more ready, at the ready, a positive outlook on life. It's the disease now that gives them the positive outlook that keeps them alive versus a non-diseased person who can't fathom positive outlooks on a daily basis and go about life sick and dying from heart failure. The people that have sicknesses and illnesses and diseases, I've been around them, go around them, and still do service with people that are sick. And I'm not sick. Okay? Trust me. I'm not sick. I don't have a disease. I don't have a disease because I don't have a dis-ease. That's called experience. I may not have the background education. I may not have the medical terminology. I may not be the expert on being able to break down how the disease forms and moves throughout the gene and the chronology language. I may not have that. And I may not be able to break down how it moves throughout your chromosome system, your genetic, your genome system. I may not be able to break that down to you, but I will break down to you the experiences that I've had and that I have and I continue to have due to a non-disease or a non-dis-ease mindset, which allows me to have a more positive outlook. And this disease don't follow. Let me say this, and I'm gonna be done. Disease only follow dis-ease. Disease don't follow people that are living in that flow, in that truth, in that space of love, prosperity, in the sense of abundance of love, an abundance of grace and mercy and forgiveness of people. Disease don't follow something that is moving life forward. because the disease is meant to take you backwards. It's not going to follow those who it's not going to follow those who are moving life forward. Again, take the precautionary steps. If you are going to places where it's been known to be at, take the precautionary steps. Don't be a fool. When I get done with this video, I'm probably gonna, put this back on. And I say that because, again, I am not in a space where I'm around people. I'm actually by myself, literally. I'll take the camera and show you, like, I'm literally by myself. So I'm good, but take the steps, take the precautionary steps, do what you need to do, and love yourself. Gain some experience. You get the expertise from the one who has the experience. You get the expert knowledge from the one who has the experience. Okay? Atone. I am health, wealth, love, and abundance. I love you. I love me. I love us.